Hello, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday, and welcome to another edition of my Make It Monday, where each week I am on Facebook Live and YouTube as well, sharing with you some of the projects I'm working on or something that has inspired me that I wanted to share with you. So I hope you had a great weekend. And as for me, you could not have asked for a more creative, crafty, full weekend. So not only did I have a workshop, a stamping class on Sunday, but on Saturday, Stampin Up held a virtual creative event, which we call Creativity Now. And it's just 4 hours full of crafting, behind the scenes, on certain products. It was just really an exciting and fun time for demonstrators only. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator, is to have this opportunity to join these events. Anyway, hello to all of you who are joining me live. I appreciate it. Do make sure you leave a comment below and say hi and let me know where you're watching this from, because as you might know, I have viewers from all over the world, which is so much fun. It's just awesome, the social media, this internet business and technology. But anyway, so I'm here. And if you saw my story, you see that there's 2 fans blowing me right now because even though we have power here at my house, my downstairs AC is broken. So it's actually really hot here. And let me know if the fan is making noise, and I will switch it off. So if it's not bothering you, then I'll leave it on and maybe my sweat will not drip onto the table. Anyway, so again, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by. So as you can see from these 3 cards, these are the 3 cards that we made this Saturday during Creativity Now. It is featuring this new bundle, which is called Translucent Florals. Isn't this beautiful? Just when you say that you don't need another floral stamp, here comes one that is totally different. I love the effects that it gives you. It almost looks like, I don't know, when you were young, did you play with those things where you blew and it was like a balloon and it was just a film, right? Anyway, it's hard to explain, but anyway. So yeah, so the event featured this particular bundle, which is the stamp set as well as some dies. Okay, and this stamp set is going to be available in the upcoming holiday catalog, the December, what's that, the August, December, July, August, that I call it the holiday catalog. I know there's another name for it right now, but for me, it'll always be the holiday catalog. So if you like what you're seeing, be sure to keep this in mind when the holiday catalog comes along. So these are the cards that we made. And I love attending these events because I learn so much from it. So what I'm going to do is share with you the cards that I made and what it taught me or what it showed me and how I'm going to transfer it into other cards that I'm making. So let's start with this card here. Okay, so this is the first card that we made. And then when you stepped it up, and this is the card that came about. So if you can see, this is with vellum. We attached a piece of vellum onto the card. What a difference, right? And we also die cut this panel twice to give it kind of a look, right? Anyway, so what this card really reminded me how nice working with vellum can be. It gives it that just ethereal, light look to it. and it's not bulky. So it's perfect for mailing. We were just saying over the weekend how, you know, with the postage rates going up, this will be in the United States, that you really have to be careful what you attach the embellishment, because before you know it, it's going to be like $1.50 card with a bulk, right? Anyway, so let me show you an alternate card that I made using the same principle of what I had learned that afternoon. Okay. So with this card, I want to introduce to you another new stamp set that is not yet available. Yep, I am going to be that bad person showing you stamp sets that are not available. But this one will be an online exclusive, and it will be available July 6th. It's called Timeless Charm. It's so cute with these little foliage things. And it also comes with a die set. Okay, as you can see. Lots of possibility. And since this is on my desk right now, I thought, why not use this stamp set to work on the samples of what I had learned, right? Does that make sense? So what I did with this one, in case you haven't seen, so what we did here is we randomly stamped along the edge here. And so that's what I did here. I chose one of the leaves and I randomly stamped around the edge. This just reminds me that this is a really quick and easy way to add interest to your background. And especially when you're using tone on tone, this is boho blue. It just really makes it a classy card. And then again with this, it just so happened there is a vellum die for the flower. So which is what I did. I colored it with blends, right? So what do you think? Definitely a technique to borrow for your future cards. Okay. Now, as I was stamping around the edge, it kind of reminded me of a template for a card. And that's something that I'm going to share with you today. Okay, so let's do some stamping. I know everybody likes to do some stamping. Okay, let me see. Okay, so what I'm going to do, remember, this is the stamps that I'm working on, Timeless Charm. And let me pick this. Here's this. There. And I'm going to start with this. Okay. Yeah. So I have been home for, maybe 5 days now. So I'm going to start at the corners here. And for the most part, Guam has pretty much gone back to normal. But oh my goodness, this morning, when I woke up to go to the gym, which that is at 5 in the morning, there was no power. So the dilemma was, do I go work out, knowing that I may not have hot water when I come home, or just stay home? But you know what? I need to lose weight. So I made the decision, I gambled on it, and I went to work out. And you know what? The power did not come back. It's like, oh my goodness. So I was working on these cards in the heat, and thank goodness, what did I get stuck? Thank goodness the power came back on. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, and then the next thing I'm going to do is, let me stamp this one then. And I'm going to pick this. So it's a great way to pick out all your green stamps. Okay. So I'm just randomly stamping along the edges, right? This is a great stamp set to use as background, actually. It's great size. Let me clean this. Okay. So on to the next one. So if you're mass producing this card, I would just do all the same leaves in the different cards first, and then change up, right? Okay, so next one I'm going to do is Pretty Peacock. The other one I used was Lost Lagoon. So again, just randomly stamping it. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you're overlapping, that is fine. That's the idea, is to overlap these images. Oops. I think so. And then there's one more to go. Okay, let me clean that up. Oops. Done with that. And we've got another leaf. There's a total of 4 leaf patterns. And the last color I'm going to use is the Granny Apple Green. And this I'm going to use to kind of fill up the emptiness, right? Let me see. So it looks very lush this way. Let me see, I might add something like this. And then, last but not least, is one of my favorite stamp, is what I call it, the fake ink splatter, which is from this Irresistible Bloom, which is also another exclusive online product, this one. So that one I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use Lost Lagoon, or maybe Pretty Peacock. I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. And use this to just fill up all the emptiness that you feel there is. Okay. And then, of course, rotate it as you go. There. What do you think? And then, let me clean this up. Oops. Okay, and another fun image from this set are these color, what do you call it? Watercolor washes, which is perfect for the greeting, which is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to use Apple Green. I might use a stamp off. No, I think it should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to put this smack in the middle, okay, and the greeting. So this is a perfect simple stamping, one layer kind of a card. Well, sort of one layer. Just show you in a minute. And there you go. Okay. So, to add a little interest to it, let me see. Let me go ahead and mount this on the card here. Yep. So, really simple card, but it has so much detail in it. And this is the note card size that we have, and it's the smallest size that you can use to mail in the U.S. postal system, okay? So there's this, but to just give it a little bit more texture to it, which is what we like, as you know, when you're making your own card, you want that touchy feeling to your card. So I'm going to die cut these. This is part of the die cut set, are these. And when I'm using these delicate dies, I love using, this is where I really depend on the Stampin' Up adhesive sheets. Okay, so what I do is I just put one side here and then die cut it, and it becomes a sticker. So So no more trying gingerly to use a glue to glue this onto your card. This is totally done. So let me see. I'm going to just, I always like to make it a little off. There you go. And see how easy it is? No more trying to put the glue on little piece, you know, on little edge and having the glue spill over. This way, every single piece has glue, right? Let's see. There we go. All right. See, that way your recipient, when it receives, like, oh, it's a nice touch, right? Just love this layered look. And it's so simple. So I did this, and then of course, I had to do a backup in case I mess up on camera. So I did this one here. So as you can see, I did some changes, like I changed it up to the bigger blob. This is a smaller blob. And this one I put the die cut here. And I use crumb cake as opposed to the the pretty peacock. So what do you think? Which card do you like better? Do you like this one with the pretty peacock note card base or the crumb cake? So comment below and let me know what the whole general consensus is, which one people like better. And from all the responses that are listed, I'll randomly pick one name to send that card that they like to them. Okay? So if you like this one, be sure to comment below and say, I like Pretty Peacock, or if you like Crumb Cake, and if your name is picked, you get to choose one of these cards. Fun, right? It's just a little interest, because sometimes, you know, I don't know which one I like better. So I need your help. Okay, so that's this card. That's done. So another card that we made. Oh, hi, Fran. Thanks for joining me today. Yes, I think that's why I kind of gravitate towards this one, because it's cleaner, right? It's a lighter color, I think. But anyway, that's why I used this first. But then I thought, oh, maybe this one to emphasize the pretty peacock. But anyway, okay. So the next card we did on Saturday at Creativity Now was this card. Okay, this was the stepped up version of, where is it? Oh, where did it go? I'm missing a card. Huh. Oh, here we go. So this is the first basic version that we did. And then this one is the stepped up version. As you can see, they added some vellum pieces on the back. Well, actually, they did not, but I did. They used, what do you call it? Name escapes me. But anyway, they used some kind of a matte background. Anyway, I am drawing a blank. But anyway, so that's what I did here. And what I learned in this particular card was, if you notice, they used the deco edge only on the bottom. And that's so interesting, as opposed to just using a straight, you know, rectangular sentiment block. They deco edged only the bottom. And let me show you how that's done. So, for example, you stamp your greeting here. And then, instead of just cutting it out a plain rectangle, you're using one of the larger deco rectangular dies. And you just go ahead and cut it like this. Okay? And after you've cut out like this, then you just trim it to fit. Okay? See that? I thought that was so neat. I mean, it's just a great extra option for you to use this die. Instead of using it always as a frame, this is a simple way to add interest to an otherwise ordinary greeting block, right? So, from this card, I made this card. Okay? So, similar idea. Excuse me. The idea is you got the leaves here, and then you add some vellum interest, as well as some stamped interest here. And you've got the dots here, and then you've got the part in this little blob there, but you've got this deco edged on the edge and a ribbon on behind it. What do you think? So that's how, when you see cards, is how you can use it as a jumping off point to make your card with your supplies, right? Makes sense? So it helped me tremendously in preparing for today's episode, because I was trying to work on this for samples for today's episode, and hey, I can use this. Okay, so this is the second card. And the third card that we did was this one. Hi, Faith. Anyway, so this is a card where we embossed a little background and we used vellum to make the flowers there. This is a die that's available in that particular set, and the greeting. Again, this whole experience with Creativity Now has reminded me to play with my vellum. It's a useful tool that we all have, but sometimes we forget to bring it out and play with it. And it really adds a very fun element to your card. So from this card, I made this card. Okay. So I changed it up. These two embossing folders are one bundle. Okay. It comes together. And so it's a pair. And so I went ahead and used the dies. These are dies from, again, the Timeless Charm set. So I colored it with blends. Okay. And I cut the greeting. I mean, it's a little different from this greeting, but same principle. And then I put some pearls here. So it's a really soft looking card. Nothing beats vellum if you want to convey a very soft look. And I could even see this as a wedding card, you know, just say, you know, congratulations here for a wedding card, right? Anyway, yeah. So isn't it fun? So I certainly had a lot of fun over the weekend and learning all these and bringing to the front all these techniques that, you know, you had played with it before, but you may not have remembered to play with it again. So hopefully after today's episode, you will bring out your vellum sheets and incorporate it into your cards. All right. And when you do, be sure to share it with us. You could leave it as a comment, or if you post it on your social media, be sure to tag me so I can see it. Okay. So let me just go through again all the cards that we made today, or that I shared with you today. So these are a pair like this. Oops. And this is a pair like this. So for those of you who did attend Creativity Now, what did you think? Wasn't that a wonderful event? And for those of you who are not demonstrators and are longing for an opportunity to join these activities, hey, right now is a perfect time to join Stampin' Up. You can purchase the starter kit for only $99, and you get to choose your choice of products worth $155. Isn't that a good deal? So with $155, you can easily include that Stampin' Emboss and Cut machine into that starter kit. That is such a deal. So not only that, you will receive a free paper pumpkin kit, and there's free shipping. I mean, there's just so many benefits to joining Stampin' Up. To join my team, behind you will be a community of crafters just cheering you on and inspiring each other. So I love, love, love my community of crafters. So anyway, so it also gives you opportunity to join these events and also purchase these stamp sets ahead of everyone else. So if you're the type that you can't wait to see what you get for Christmas and you're always, you know, peeking, well, be a demonstrator because you get to see what is coming down the pipeline. All right, so those are the cards I wanted to show you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I also had another card here. There this is. Remember, for those of you who joined late, I was just curious to see which version you guys like. So leave a comment below, and out of all the comments that I see, I'll randomly choose one, and you will get to, you'll receive the card that you prefer. Okay? It's just a little thank you for watching my channel today. Okay, so that is it. Yes. Hi, Fran. Yes. These, I mean, isn't that a soft look? I just love it. Love it. Anyway, okay, so that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next Monday. And remember, there is a DSP Designer Series paper sale going on, 15% off selected paper. So instead of like a $12 pack, it's only 10 something. So it's a great deal to stock up on all the beautiful papers that you will need to work on your projects. So if you have any questions, comment below, message me. I will get back to you. All right. Thank you. See ya.